Hey everyone, this is Troy Harper here at Harper Cigar Lounge. Welcome back to my channel. I've got something fun that I'm going to do today that I think you guys will really enjoy. It could be a part two series, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how fast this goes today. But before I continue, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe and hit the like. Leave your questions, comments, and feedback for me. Share this content with everybody you know. And make sure you hit the bell below to get all the latest updates and notifications of this channel so you always stay up to date. So what I'm going to do today, and this could be a two-part series. We'll see how fast it goes. But I'm guessing this could be a two-part series. I'm going to show you guys all of my Boston Scally caps. And I don't even know how many I've got exactly. I've got a rough idea of how much I've got. I think I've got around 53, 54 caps around there. Maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure. And then at the end of this, I'm going to let you guys know what my top 10 Boston Scally caps are that I just cannot live without. I just did a show here not too long ago where I discussed my top 15 purchases for my Boston Scally caps of 2025. And so I'm going to show you guys all my caps. I'll try to give you a little bit of history behind them, show you where it all started and why I bought what I bought, what it means to me, each of these caps. And then again, in the end, I will show you guys. I'm going to narrow down to 10 caps of what I cannot live without. I originally was going to do my top 25 caps that I own, but I thought this would be even more fun to discuss all my caps and then discuss the top 10 in the end that I just cannot live without. And so let's get going on this. Thanks again for being here, all of you guys that follow me, that have been with me from the beginning till now. I appreciate all of you so much. You guys are the best. And without you, I couldn't do what I do. I couldn't have this channel or do anything with this channel that I do. So with all your support, it's what's keeping me here for you guys. So thank you again for being a part of all this and for being here and for all your support to me that you show. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I've been dealing with some allergy issues, so hopefully that won't get in the way of this today. So anyway, but let's look back first of where this all started for me. Around 1990, 91, I was watching Rocky 4, and there's a scene where he's got a Boston Scally cap on that's similar to this, but it's got, but the cap he was wearing was let's see here, kind of a gray herringbone, and I'm trying to find one that's got that. But anyway, it was like a herringbone cap. Um, and it was similar to this, but it had like gray herringbone. And I thought, wow, I really like that. That's a hat. That's a cap that I would really love to wear. Of course, back in those days, this was back in '91, approximately '91, that I found my first cap that I really fell in love with, and it was inspired by the Rocky Four movie with Sylvester Stallone. With Sylvester Stallone is my favorite actor, and but he's my favorite actor of all time, and so was in the mall in Scottsbluff, Nebraska, around 90. It was actually around 90, around 1992, I want to say, is when I found this. But this is a cap. It's a flat cap made by Wilson Leather, and it's a small medium. Wow! So I can't believe it. I wore a small medium, and this cap still fits me. So sizes have really changed on caps and how they make caps these days. But this is genuine leather, crafted in India, and again, it's by Wilson Leather. And I found this in the Scottsbluff, Nebraska mall in Scottsbluff, Nebraska around Christmas time. They they had an area in the mall that was rented out by this company, and they're selling leather coats and leather caps and leather gloves and black scarves. I don't have the scarves and the gloves with me right now, but I did buy all of that. I bought the cap, bought the black scarf, bought leather gloves that matched the cap. But this is the cap right here that I'm talking about. And it's definitely a flat cap for sure. You can see that that thing folds pretty flat. It's very flexible. It's one of those kind of caps you can stick in your pocket if you want, and it keeps the shape. The bill stays flat. You can't shape it at all. You can curve it. It just goes right back to being flat. So it's definitely a flat cap, and it's all genuine leather. And the bill on that is really stiff. I mean, it's soft and flexible, but it's kind of more on the stiff side. And you can see the pattern on the top. Um, it's got uh, it's got a different kind of pattern on it. It's a flat cap, but this is more than just a single panel, because a single panel wouldn't have the stitching across the top that it does like that. So I consider this more of a one, two, three, four, five panel cap, because there's a panel here, there's a panel here, and then there's one, two, three panels on the top. So I would consider this a five panel flat cap. And if I'm wrong, if any of you know about these kinds of caps more, let me know if I'm wrong. If that's considered a five panel, but I believe it is. And there's the back of it right there, and the inside is just black. And I've had this again since 1992, and I can't remember when I watched the Rocky Four. It was anywhere between 1990 and 91, I believe, that I watched that movie and really loved that cap that he was wearing. And of course, this isn't like the cap he was wearing in the movie. The one in the movie is more of an eight-panel flat cap, almost like this here. This is an eBay cap right here, but this is pretty much what he was wearing, but in gray herringbone with the button on the top. And but let me put this on, and this was my very first. So this cap will always be very special to me. And I do wear it ever so often still, and it fits me great still. And it's still holding up after all the years. I mean, this was back in 1992 when I bought this. I believe it was 92, roughly around that time. And here we are, 2025, and it still fits me great. And it just really has a look that it was a look that I really fell in love with. And so, right after buying this, I bought a black leather coat or jacket that I wore a lot, and so I really wanted to have that kind of Italian look. I don't know what it would have been that attracted me. Kind of maybe the Italian like gangs, I guess, but or anywhere between the Italian gangs and the Scottish gangs, or the gangs that were over in Birmingham, England, back in the I don't know what would be the early 1900s or so. But so I really like this look. And also, just a lot of the Italian mob movies that I saw growing up, a lot of them had black leather coats and black gloves, and they had these black leather caps on like this. So those were some other movies that kind of inspired me to go after this look a little bit. I thought it'd be a look that would fit me, it fit my personality pretty well. And so, yeah, so I kind of adopted this look back in 1992 when I was about, not even quite 22. Oh, well, I was 22 years old, because this was around Christmas time in 2000 or 1992 that I picked this up, in the black leather jacket and the scarf and the gloves. And so I really like that Italian kind of mob look, because we got Italian in our family. And so I just thought it kind of fit my personality, and going back to the roots of our family on my dad's side with Italians and everything. So I just really thought this look was me. And over all these years, I have loved this cap still. And so that's my very first. That's my very first flat cap, and I still love it. I still love it, and wear it often. I wear it with my leather jacket a lot of the time. So yeah, it's still a great cap after all these years, and it just looks brand new still. I mean, I keep it put away. I don't leave it out anywhere for it to get dusty and dirty. And I've used actually some leather conditioner on it over time, and some leather cleaners to keep it looking nice. So anyway, so that's my very first, guys, back from 1992. And yeah, you just don't see these anymore. At least I don't. Um, and then it wasn't until up until 3 years ago or so, I was like wanting something else, something similar to this. And I started looking on YouTube. I put in Newsboy Caps because that's what the name was at the time that I knew it was Newsboy Caps. And I came up across some reviews from different guys that were talking about caps from the Boston Scally Company. And one guy that I watched, he was discussing the Kenmore, um, a 6 panel cap that was made out of wool, mainly wool, I believe, in polyester, or mainly, I think like 30% wool and 70% polyester around there. I can't remember the exact percentage of wool and polyester, but he was talking about this Boston Scally cap right here, the Kenmore. And I thought, wow, that looks kind of cool. It looks kind of tough and rugged, and kind of has a cap that would kind of give you some attitude a little bit, maybe. So anyway, so I thought this was different and kind of similar to what I had been wearing with this cap here that I talked to you guys about. So this was my very first one, very first, and this is a cap that I still wear often as well. It's still one of my favorites. I wear these. I wear this to some, like, anytime I go to concerts. I wear this majority of the time with my black leather jacket or my black, my black metal t-shirts. As you can see, this cap goes great with this shirt, and this cap goes great with dress clothes or any kind of dress clothes, or any kind of everyday shirts, dress shirts, or whatever you want to wear. This cap goes with it very well. It's black, and it's got that nice wool outer area. And this cap is warm, very warm. I really do love this cap in the wintertime. And it's got a faux leather brim underneath, and then it's got the black polyester lining, and with the Boston Scally logo, and the patch there that says Boston Scally. I wear medium large in the 6 panels. 6 panels, 8 panels, I wear medium large with Boston Scally. Anything with flat caps or the Baker Boys, I wear an extra large. So, but anyway, so there's my second purchase right there. And I believe I bought this back in the winter of, let's see here, 2000, I want to say 2023 is when I first bought this cap. Um, and so that was a purchase that I was really in love with when I got it. And I'm still in love with this cap. It's still a cap I wear quite often, and really love it. So this was my very first Boston Scally purchase back around, uh, I don't know, I think it was in, like, I want to say January of 2023. I want to say around there is when I bought this. So right after Christmas time, and around 2023, January 2023, I believe. So anyway, so I've had this cap for a little while, and I've worn it a lot. I've never had to wash it or anything like that. It just fits perfect, and I love that rugged look. It's got kind of the, I don't know, to me, kind of a street, maybe a street gang kind of look to it. I don't know, but it's just a rugged cap. It just looks like something very blue collar, something that very blue collar kind of workers or people would wear. So anyway, which fits my family. My dad's a railroader, and everybody in our family has been very blue collar kind of workers. Even the work I've done over the years has been very blue collar kind of work. So it just really fits our family. So, and I thought it fit my personality. So it didn't stop here, of course. Um, I thought, well, now I need something for summer, and because spring was coming after I bought this, and I thought, well, I need something for spring, and I kind of wanted a flat cap. I thought really the flat cap was something that I would buy next since I bought the 6 panel. I thought I'd buy a flat cap next. So let's look in here. I believe I got my second purchase inside of this. And I got this off of shirtshow.com, by the way, Scally Crew. Nice cap bag. Um, so anyway, so here it is. This is the Bruiser in gray. Stone gray, I believe is what they called it. Real light material. It's 100%. It's like cotton and polyester. Not sure what the percentage of the cotton polyester is. I have had to wash this cap once just because of how much I've worn it. But it's really held its shape well. It's sturdy. It's been a very sturdy cap. And the inside's like a dark blue, which I really love. So I do have my eye on the dark blue bruiser. And of course, you can see I've got the cap pin right there. There's my cap pin. And this cap fits me great. This is a medium large. And like I told you, I do wear extra large in the flat caps. But this one here, I can wear a medium large. In this one, it just stretches nice. It kind of stretched nice on my head. It's not a stretchy cap. It don't have a back part of it that's stretchy, but it just fit me well for a medium large. And for a flat cap, it just fits snug and it just fits perfectly. I did mean to show you my Boston Scally three leaf clover cap pin that I added to this later. That's got the B for Boston Scally. They're on my Kenmore. So anyway, so there's my first two. There's the first cap I ever owned back in '92, and my first cap I owned in 2003 with Boston Scally. And again, this one is with Wilson Leather is what the name of this one is, and it is genuine leather, real leather. So, and then again, there's my second purchase or my first purchase from Boston Scally, and the one on my head right now is my second purchase from Boston Scally. This is the Stone Gray Bruiser, single panel flat cap. As you can see the difference on this, this is just one panel on top, and then it's got the panels on the sides. So that first cap I bought back in 1992 could be considered a three-panel cap, I suppose, if there is such a thing. You guys let me know if you know anything about that again. This first cap I showed you. Let me know if this is a three-panel cap or a five-panel cap. Let me know if you know anything about that. I would like to know. And then, of course, this is the Ken Morgan. It's a 6-pound. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels on it. No button on the top. So anyway, so those are my very first purchases. My first summer purchase or summer cap purchase for Boston Scally. Again, the flat cap stone gray bruiser with the cap in there and dark blue lining on the inside. And I always like to curve my bills on everything. It just makes my caps fit better. Makes them feel a little more snug on the sides. So anyway, another cap I just really love, and I do wear this often in the summertime. My very first podcast that I did for this channel, I was wearing this cap right here. So anyway, so if you go back to my very first podcast, you'll see me wearing this. So anyway, but yeah, one of my absolute favorites, and that's got a gray brim on there, fabric on the bottom. It's not leather or anything like that. It's just fabric. So anyway, so there it is. There's my second Boston Scally purchase, and I love it still to this day. My third purchase was this beauty right here, the Contender. This continues to be one of my very favorite caps. There wasn't a cap pin for this, at least when I bought this. So later on, I picked up this bare knuckle Irish edition bare knuckle. That cap pin came out last year, and I do hope they bring that cap out again because I didn't get it, and I saw someone wearing it. It's got like a lot of different specs in it, like different colored specs in that bare knuckle, and really loved seeing that bare knuckle Irish edition on someone. But anyway, so I bought that. I bought the cap pin at least at the time, and thought, well, that would be a great cap pin to add to this. So again, this is the Contender, and I just love all the like the really dark greens and the almost purple, like dark lavender or dark purple, not lavender, dark purples, some dark greens, even some black in there, but just a really pretty cap. And this is another cap that I wear in a medium large. That's a flat cap of all things. So these are the only two flat caps that I own that are in the medium large. Everything else that I've ever bought has been too tight. and I've had to send it back to get the extra large. And I don't know if it's just because this material is stretchier. I don't know, but this cap's the same way. It's a medium large, and it just fit me perfect. And I love bending that bill on there. It just really fits my head better. It just gives it a whole different look when you wear it. So anyway, there's my third purchase. That is the Contender. Flat cap as well. And this is a cap that's got some wool in it. So it's more for, spring, winter, fall kind of times of year to wear this. But anyway, so the Contender, probably one of my absolute favorite caps. This one will definitely be in my top 10, I believe. But boy, I tell you what, this could be hard to narrow this down in the very end, but the top 10 caps that I can't live without. So this is going to be tough to challenge myself to narrowing everything down to 10 caps. If I had to get rid of everything but 10 caps, what will those caps, or what would those caps be? I don't know. That's going to be hard to decide on that. So, but anyway, so my second, third purchases right there. So yeah, I really do love flat caps. I really love, 8-panel caps, the peakies and all that. The 6 panels I love. I don't know which ones I love the best. I guess it just depends on which caps fit me the best, and what, how they look on me and how they feel. Those are how I determine the caps that that's how I'm going to determine which caps I just cannot live without, with how they feel, how they look on me. So anyway, these are probably going to be in my top 10, these two caps right here. We'll see, though. We'll see. Anyway, so let me get those put away. And then I'm going to go to my fourth cap that my wife actually purchased for me. And it was such a surprise when she bought me one of these caps. And so I'll show that to you next. Anyway, so I got those put away in my dust bag. This is the cap right here that my wife bought me. This is called the Sailor Collection. And this is a 6-panel cap again. Really reminds me of the Kenmore, which is more for wintertime. But this is more of a summer cap, maybe spring, fall, summer. Black. It's got a tan lining on the bill and on the inside, which is polyester. Kind of a tan, brownish tan. And this, there's the patch on the inside that I really love. And this is a medium large. And then this also has like a compass on it right there that's sewn into it. And then, of course, I didn't buy this right away. I bought it later. I wasn't into the cap pins in the beginning, if you can gather that information. I wasn't into the cap pins immediately. But as I started seeing other people wearing these caps and having the cap pins on it, I decided that I would buy a cap pin and see if I liked it on one of my caps, which the first cap pin I bought was this one right here, actually. So there is the Sailor cap pin that matches this. So this was the very first cap pin I purchased, and I put it on this and decided that, yeah, I kind of want to have the cap pins on my caps. So, but anyway, so there it is, and this one just fits nice and snug, not too tight, not too loose. And this one's got kind of a cotton polyester blend, if I remember right. If I'm wrong on that, let me know in the comments. But anyway, but yeah, just another cap that I really fell in love with. Not only because my wife bought it for me, but I just thought the black and the tan kind of looked nice together. And it reminded me of the Kenmore 6-panel. So anyway, but yeah, so another summer cap, and I still wear this quite a bit, but I wore it a lot when she got it for me, and still one of my favorite caps. Doesn't get overly hot in the summertime. It can on some really, really hot days because it's black. So it can get pretty warm on really, really super hot summer days. But not too bad though. Not too bad. It's a great cap to wear. Really, I like to wear this more because it is a little bit of a heavier cap than what than my like the Bruiser was. That was all cotton and polyester. Um, this one, I can't remember what is all in this. I know it's cotton and polyester as well. Um, but it is a little bit thicker material, so it does get a little warmer. So this is really a great cap overall for spring and fall, more than the summertime when it gets really super hot out. So that's when I really enjoy wearing this most is spring or fall. So summertime, when it's really hot out, I don't wear it as much just because it is black. That attracts a lot of heat. So anyway, so there it is. That's the one that my wife purchased me. So that would be my fourth cap by this time. And this was these caps that I've showed you so far were like this one that my wife bought me, and the other few that I showed you. Those were all purchased in around 2003, between January of 2023 till summer 2023. So by the time summer came around, I've already got 4 caps. So I got the Bruiser, or I got the Kenmore, the Bruiser, um, the so I got the Kenmore, the Bruiser, the Contender. So um, let's see here, Kenmore, Bruiser, Contender, and now the Sailor. So yeah, so that's 4 caps between January and around August or so. Because I think my wife bought me this for my birthday. I want to say at the time. So anyway, already starting to lose track here of what I got. Anyway, so there it is again, the Sailor from the Sailor collection. Um, and so then I ended up purchasing more of these because I really, really liked them. So I ended up getting this one right here, the purple Sailor. And I've worn this one a lot too. This is one of my absolute favorite colors in my Boston Scalley caps. It's got that red compass sewn in. I bought the cap pin for it right there. So now I've got, it's kind of a burgundy actually, I think is what they call this. But anyway, so there's that. I love this one. And then after that, I bought this one right here, the Tide Blue. So there's the Tide Blue in the Sailor collection. So yeah, so I got the Tide Blue, purple, and black. So there is all my Sailors that I end up purchasing. So I don't have all of them. I got I think 3 out of 6 of them that they've brought out. They brought out a newest one here this last year that had different colored panels on it, which I didn't buy. Not yet, anyway. I think it was a limited release, if I remember right. So I have not purchased that one. Um, but we'll see. Maybe down the road I'll end up buying it. We'll see. Um, I've decided not to put any of these away yet because I thought I better keep them out so I know which ones I've discussed. Um, put that one over there for now. And let's see. Then what did I end up purchasing? I ended up purchasing later, not too long after, I ended up buying this one. This is the whiskey. I forget what this one's called actually. I want to say it's the whiskey. Maybe it is the whiskey. I can't remember for sure. Um, but anyway, this is a flat panel cap also. And I bought the whiskey pin, cap pin, and the cigar because this is a cap that I've worn often when I'm out on the porch or down my lounge smoking a cigar, having a little bit of some tequila or rum or bourbon. So anyway, so there's that cap. I really love this one. And this one I ended up purchasing after I purchased the Sailors that I ended up buying after my wife bought me my first one. So anyway, this one is an extra large, and this one fits me just perfect. I don't know, it fits me really good. It's not too loose or anything like that. It's somewhat snug. but it is an extra large, as you can see. And it's just got a plain black inside with the Boston Scally logo. Um, Again, there's the patch. And this has a black, uh, soft black brim underneath. But this has just some gray herringbone. It's got some like kind of a gold, some red, and it's got some darker reds in it. I always forget what that dark red is called. But anyway, it's got some dark reds in it. Gray herringbone, some gold, like a gold stripe right down the middle. And it's got some lighter reds, some darker reds. Um, Kind of a burgundy, I guess, color of the reds, some of those stripes. But yeah, just really love it. And then it's got some black wool on the sides there, as you can see. So another cap I really, really love. And I've worn this quite often too. And I've had this one for, gosh, I think I bought this, probably, I think it was closer to fall in 2003 when I bought this. Or I'm sorry, in 2023. If I've said 2003, I apologize. I meant 2023 on where I started getting my caps. Bought this, I believe, in 2023. Uh, Later in the summertime, early fall, because me and my wife at the time, we took a trip to South Dakota, and we went to go see the Deadwood Tobacco Company that I got to go see for the first time. And I thought this cap would be a fun one to wear into the Deadwood Tobacco Company since I got the bourbon and the cigar cap pin. And so I wore this, so I really love it. I still love it. And it's wool and polyester. But anyway, just a cap that I really love. So anyway, so there's that. I believe it's called the Whiskey. I want to say, and I hope I'm right about that. I hope if I'm wrong what this cap is called, you guys let me know if I'm wrong about that. Anyway, moving on. The next cap I bought was this here. This is the brown herringbone flat cap, and this one I added the pub cap into it right there. So anyway, this is another cap I really love. Brown herringbone underneath, black polyester lining on the inside. It's got the Boston Scally patch there, vinyl patch. There's the patch on the back of the cap right there, extra large. Flat cap, single panel. So there it is, and I love this one too. So I do wear this one often as well. I really do wear this one quite a bit, depending on what I'm wearing. But this cap goes pretty much with anything that I wear, actually. So I do wear this more in the fall, winter time. It is a little bit of a warmer cap. But anyway, so there it is. And that's just a brown herringbone. There's no certain name to this. But I just love the herringbone patterns on that brown right there. So there's the back of it. Yeah, really nice, comfortable flat cap. And so the first year alone of starting to buy caps, started building a pretty good collection, as you can tell. Oh my gosh, I hate my allergies. I hate it when those dang things flare up. When my allergies flare up, it really is a pain. So anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 caps now going from January of 2023 up until fall. What did I get next? I'm trying to think. Well, yeah. So anyway, I ended up buying these next. Since I love the herringbone pattern, I ended up getting this one next. Actually, I bought these two at the same time. Um, Patriot. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what kind of blue that is. Patriot blue, I want to say, is what they call it, and dark olive green. These are herringbone, and these are 8-panel peaky caps with a button on the top. Dark green herringbone, and on the inside, dark green herringbone under the brim, black polyester lining, medium large on the 8-panel. And I really thought this looked very old school. And I even bought the Peaky cap pin for it later that I added to this. So there it is. And I would actually have more caps than what I do, but I have bought some for, that I had bought some, but I had given them away as gifts to friends and family, my brother especially. Um, and but anyway, so I love, if I know someone likes these caps and I've got some extras and don't think I'm going to probably be wearing them very much, I do like to give them away to family or friends that I think I could get it, these caps, and get someone into these caps by giving them one to try. And my brother's gotten into these now, and one of my friends that I have really likes these caps. Anyway, so there's the dark olive green, 8-panel peaky herringbone, dark olive green herringbone, 8 peaky. 8 panels on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the button on the top. Let's see, the peaky cap pin right there. I thought the yellow on that cap pin went great with the green. And then here's the Patriot Blue herringbone. And I've got a cap pin from the Boston Scally on this called the Speakeasy right there. I thought that would go good with this cap. So anyway, so there is the blue Patriot Blue herringbone 8-panel peaky as well. So anyway, these two caps I love also. So, and I'll be wearing those, throughout the winter time a little bit. So I've got some I've got some cap cases like this. I've got two different ones, and I've got a big container, like a storage container that I keep extra caps in. And as the seasons come and go, I rotate my caps. That way, I'm wearing certain caps in the summer, certain ones in the fall, winter, any holidays. So anyway, so these are in my rotation right now to wear, of course. And so there's that. Next, spring's coming around. Um, let's see here. So those were more winter caps that I bought around the end of 2023. Or actually in 2024, January 2024, I believe is when I bought these. My life's a blur, so bear with me. I ended up buying this cap next. This is the stand, which I've been in the grocery business for a lot of years. I thought, I've done a lot of produce. I've worked in our produce area quite a bit in the store over time. So I thought this represented the work I've done in the grocery business for a long, long time, about 30 plus years over time. Anyway, but so this is an 8-panel peaky as well, button on the top. There's the stand cap pin that goes with this. And this one's got some really pretty um, dark reds, um, and some kind of like fluorescent blues almost. Is kind of what it looks like to me. But it's got that checkered pattern there, red and blue, like really, like, yeah, dark reds, like a burgundy almost, or like a crimson red is what I'm looking for, crimson red. And then it's got some really like pretty fluorescent kind of blues in there. So it's just a really neat looking cap. There's the inside of it. It's got the stand patch right there, made out of vinyl. There's the Boston Scally patch on the back with medium large on it. So yeah, so another great cap that I really love to wear in the summertime. This is more of a summer cap. So anyway, so there it is, the stand. And then along with that, I had bought the Blue Harvest, I want to say is what this is called. So some really dark blues and purples in this cap, as you can see. Same lining, same patch on the inside, medium large. Button on the top, 8-panel cap as well, just like this one. So there's those two right there. So anyway, very close, very similar caps. The same kind of style and just different colors. So anyway, just another cap I just really, really love. So there's that. The blueberry, I believe it's called the Blueberry Harvest, I believe. And I cannot remember what this one's called. If you guys remember the name of this one, let me know. But anyway, so the Blueberry Harvest I know, and I think this is the Wild Berry Harvest or something like that. Wild Berry, maybe. I can't remember. But anyway, so this was a purchase into 2024 around the beginning of summertime. So anyway, so there's that. So those are the next two caps. And let's see here. Then next, I ended up buying this one here for. I bought this, I think, in 2024 for St. Patrick's Day. This is the Irish. And I'm going to apologize. I might have some of my dates mixed up and stuff, but I'm trying to keep the dates as close as I can to when I purchased these. But I did buy this, I know, for St. Patrick's Day in 2024, early 2024. There's the black three-leaf clover right there, which I think is a great touch. I ended up buying this cap pin, also this Irish flag cap pin. So I've got cap pins on both sides, and I've got I believe that's what the slant that goes to the slant cap, which is this one right here. I ended up buying this one later. I bought this one last year after I bought one for my brother. I really liked the way it looked on him, so I ended up buying one of these myself. Um, and this right here goes to another cap. That's a flat cap also from the Boston Scally Company called the Ire, I believe is what they call it. But I thought that harp would look good with the beer. The looks like Guinness beer right there. Because you always see the harp on the cans of the Guinness beer. So I thought those would be kind of cool to put together. And then I've got a regular Boston Scally three-leaf clover cap pin on the other side. But anyway, flat cap as well. And this fits me great also. This is an extra large polyester cotton. There's the inside right there of the slant. And then yeah, that went to a cap called the Ire, I believe is how they pronounce that. But anyway, I thought I'd go get with this cap. But anyway, I just love all the blacks, the gray herringbone, the green and black buffalo plaid, all these other patterns here with the green, white, and black. That plaid, I love that. So there's the sides right there. Anyway, so yeah, another cap I really love. So I did buy this one last year, and I thought it would be great with this one here. So I got two really great caps for St. Patrick's Day, and I got more than this actually for St. Patrick's Day. But I think these are probably my two favorites for the flat caps. And again, the Irish and the slant right there, both polyester, cotton. Um, this one's got some wool in it actually. I think these are both actually polyester and wool, if I remember right. So both extra large. And this is a Patchworks, by the way, all the different patches. So anyway, yeah, so these are just some really great caps that I really love also, and just very fun to wear. And my gosh, got a lot of caps here so far, and I've got more to go through. Let's see here. What should I discuss next? I think what I'm going to discuss next are, well, since we were on St. Patrick's Day, I did buy this one. I think I bought this one around St. Patrick's Day of 2024. This is called the Celtic Bone or the Celtic Bone. But anyway, so there's the inside patch right there that says Boston Scally Company, the Celtic Bone. It's got a skull. He's got a Boston Scally cap on there with clovers coming out of his eyes there. And this is a really dark green with rust and white plaid. And this is a 6-panel cap. No button on the top, as you can see. And there's the inside of it, just really pretty rust. And it's got on the back a really pretty rust 3-leaf clover. And this one is a little snug, but it's comfortable. But this one really fits like a fitted baseball cap, but just much more comfortable, of course. And being a Texas Longhorns fan, I thought this had the right colors that I can also represent the Texas Longhorns with if I wanted to. So anyway, there's the 6-panel, the Celtic Bone 6-panel, wool and polyester. But anyway, you can see that it's got 6 panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's the cap pin right there that matches the inside of it. So, and then again, there's the 3-leaf clover on the back. I really like the caps that have the 3-leaf clovers on the back. I really think that's a nice extra touch with some of these caps. Just like this one. And I just recently looked at the white herringbone in this. I thought the white herringbone was really pretty, and it's got a green 3-leaf clover on the back, and then the lining is green instead of black for the Irish white herringbone. So that's something I got my eye on maybe a little bit. Maybe down the road I'll maybe get that one. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. What did I go with next? I need to put in. Let's go with these next here. This is the some of the pirate or the captain caps. These are summer. This is kind of a brown, and it's got the cap pin that matches right there. And again, this is the captain. 8-panel peaky button on the top. 8 panels. This is cotton and polyester. Black lining right there. So a really great cap also. A cap that I really love to wear. So there's that one. Light brown. Or kind of brown. And then got it in black. There's the black. And this one's got a tan bill on the inside with the black lining. And these are all medium larges. 8-panel peakies again, polyester and cotton. And they each got the same cap pin on it. So again, these are the captains. And I've got one more here. This is the gray captain. So there's that, and it's got the same cap pin on it. Black, everything black on the inside there. So anyway, another caps that I love for the summertime. And since I'm showing you those, I'll go ahead and show you. Let's see here. I've got a couple specialty limited release captains here, and this has a really cool dust bag that I keep these in. Let's see here. Let me pull this out. I do got some other captains in here with it. I'll show you my other captains. And actually, I apologize. This is a tan. This is like a rust. I apologize on colors. This is more of a rust on the captain rust. And tan right there for the captain. And of course, the black that I showed you. And now, here's the gray captain. So I got all the captains. Anyway, so there's the gray captain right there. And black lining with the gray brim there. Same cap pin. Fits beautifully. Love it how it fits. And then we've got the aqua blue. Or let's see here. Yeah, aqua blue in the captain. Gray brim, black lining, all medium larges. And again, there's the captain patch. But yeah, this is a pretty blue. It's either topaz blue or aqua blue. I can't remember. I think it's topaz blue, to be honest with you. Anyway, so I love this one too. And then this is Seafoam Green in the Captain. This is actually my very favorite one right here out of all the Captains right here. So there's that. So anyway, there's those. And then now for my specialty limited release Captains. And I guess these are considered to be the most overrated caps. I don't know. But anyway, so here's my first Captain right here. It's got a lot of different cap pins that actually came with the that you had to purchase, but they were for these caps. So I got them all on here. I just thought it'd be fun to put them all on. So there's a parrot. There's the skull and crossbones with the Boston Skelly cap. Well, it's actually swords for the crossbones, as you can see right there. So got that in gold. And then on this side, I've got the skull and crossbones. It's got a B on the eye patch for Boston Scally. And then there's the Boston Scally ship, treasure box or treasure chest. And I love the inside of this. It looks like a map. It looks like a treasure map on the inside. And this is all silk screen. This is a silk screen lining on the inside. There's guys that complain about not having very much hair on the top. And with the vinyl patch, it sticks to their head. Well, this is all silk screen. So anyway, so you got some turquoise, some black, some gray, kind of a tan, brownish tan right there. Patchworks cap. So I really love this one. This is one I like to wear often as well in the summertime. So anyway, so that's the treasure chest captain is what that's called, the treasure chest. And then this one's pretty cool. This one's a little more darker themed. This is called the shipwreck captain, the shipwreck. And there's the cap pins that I had to purchase that goes with this cap. You got a broken compass. You got you got a pirate there with a skull. You got the ship right there, and then on the other side you've got the regular captain cap pin and the treasure map right there. This has some like real dark blue, that burgundy that I love, black and gray patches on there. So this is a 8 panel again with the blue button on the top, cotton and polyester. But this is a patchworks also. And yeah, I just love the inside with all the storms, the stormy looking skies and water and in the ocean there. So there's that, the Shipwreck Edition Captain. Anyway, you guys tell me in the comments which ones you're liking so far, which ones that you're maybe not liking or that you do like. Let me know. Let me know. Anyway, so there's all my captains right there. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven captains total so far that they've brought out. Oh, eight. I'm sorry, I meant to add that one in there. So we got 8 captains, and let's see here. What do we want to go with next? Maybe we'll discuss all my Christmas caps. Let's go with those next. Get all the Christmas caps together. My very first Christmas cap that I bought was in 2000. Oh gosh, 2020. Oh, I want to say 2020. Gosh, yeah, it'd be 2024. I bought this was my very first Christmas cap from Boston Scally. This is the night before. Really red, pretty lining on the inside with plaid lining on the brim. It's supposed to look like wrapping paper. And on the button on the top, it's got that same plaid. It's supposed to look like wrapping paper. This is kind of a pine green or a dark green, which I think is just really pretty. I added the night before cap into it and some sugar plum cap pins. Because on the inside there, you'll see sugar plums right there. And I really wish Boston Scally would come out with a cap that does look like that, though. I know Peaky has brought out a flat cap that looks like that. I wish Boston Scally would also. But anyway, my very first Christmas cap. Really love this one. Still one of my absolute favorites to wear. So there it is right there. And again, it's an 8-panel Peaky. Wool and polyester. Absolutely gorgeous cap. And the second one I bought was this right here, the Wonderland. It's got some dark greens and dark reds, some white patterns in there. I think it reminds me of wrapping paper also. And this one's again is called the Wonderland right there. And on this, I've got the Wonderland cap pin. I've got a Christmas tree. I've got the mistletoe, and then on this side, I've got the Clark Griswold Boston Scally cap pin right there, which is called the Griswold. Um, this was from a cap that was called the Holiday One, which they have not brought back out, but they brought out the cap pin last year for this last Christmas and the Christmas before that. So, but anyway, so one of my absolute favorite caps as well. Wear this one a lot, definitely. So there's that one. So those were my first two Christmas caps that I bought in 2024. And then actually, I bought this one too. I forgot about. This is the Crimson Red Holiday Edition Boston Scally cap. So actually, I bought all three of these in 2024. And there it is, really pretty burgundy, wool and polyester, 8-panel Peaky with a button on the top. And there's the inside, just black, red, uh, that red brim underneath. Um, and there's the patch there. It says Boston Scally medium large. So there's that cap right there. Really love this one. Also, one of my absolute favorites. So I love that crimson red. That's probably one of my favorite reds, especially around Christmas time. The crimson red. So there's that. And I got yeah, like I said, I got the Christmas tree, the Griswold on there. I just thought those looked good on this cap. I really thought that looked nice. Um, let's see here. Let's break out my other Christmas caps. So I ended up buying these. I actually bought these last year too in 2024. I forgot about. Um, so this one is called the Kringle right there. And this is an 8-panel Peaky cap. Just some really pretty like pine green, that crimson red. It's got some dark green herringbone. It's got this. It's got this pattern right here that's tans and crimson red, dark green, gold, kind of a goldish color on the plaid. Really pretty cap. One of my absolute favorites also. And it's got that pine green wool lining on the bottom of the brim. The rest of it's all black lining. There's the Boston Scally patch, medium large. But I absolutely love this cap. One of my absolute favorite caps. Really love this cap. Really love it. And I've got the Nutcracker cap pin. I'm not a big fan of the Nutcracker cap, but I did like the cap pin. And then I've got the Kringle cap pin right there. I've got the plums and more of the mistletoe there on this cap. So anyway, I really love the way those cap pins look on here. And it's just a festive cap, so I don't mind having a few extra cap pins on it. Just makes it more festive, I think, and brings a little more character to it. So anyway, so there's that. The Kringle, one of my absolute favorites. And then for my favorite cap pin or cap for flat caps, it's this one right here, the Scrooge. And I love the story behind the Scrooge. I love the whole movie. George C. Scott, I love the one George C. Scott in it. But anyway, I just love all the colors on this patchwork. It's got gray herringbone on the side. It's got green, like dark pine greens and the crimson reds and whites in that pattern right there. So I love that pattern there. And then on the top, you've got some red and gray herringbone there together. You got the regular gray herringbone, the dark pine green uh, patches there, and the crimson red. So really a great and beautiful, really beautiful cap, and it just fits me great right there, as you can see. So next to that one, for my for my Patchworks flat panel caps, these are absolutely my favorites right here. Really do love these ones here. So anyway, and then I meant to show you the inside there. It's got that crimson red or burgundy lining, and there's the Scrooge patch, medium large. Actually, yeah, I meant to say this is an extra large in the flat cap. But anyway, just a beautiful, beautiful cap. One of my absolute favorites. And I could wear this all year long. I wouldn't care what people thought. It's just such a comfortable cap, so beautiful, so pretty. And this is another one I would definitely wear all year round as well. Um, so yeah. So anyway, I just love these two flat caps with the patchworks on it. So anyway, so there it is for all my Christmas caps. And my gosh, I got a lot of caps here. They're piling up on me here. So anyway, but these are a lot of caps that I've discussed so far. Right here, my gosh, a lot of caps. I'm gonna have fun going through straightening all these out in the end. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna put this one back on for now. But again, yeah, just what am I gonna do with all these caps? Oh boy, it's a lot of caps right there. So anyway, but those are a lot of the caps we've gone through so far. Um, we'll see. Maybe I'll end up counting these, or maybe you're counting them for me. I don't know, but anyway, yeah. So my gosh, there's a few more there that we discussed. So anyway, gonna end this one, and we'll go on to part two. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this one, and then we'll go ahead and go to the next. We'll go to the next video. So I'll show you the other ones in the next video coming up. But anyway, guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe today, hit that like, leave your questions, comments, and feedback. Share this content with everybody you know. Hit the bell below to get all the latest updates. But you guys let me know what you think of all the caps so far. Let me know which ones you like. Have you been counting these caps? If you have, let me know how many you've counted, because I can't keep. I have not kept up very well with how many caps I've got here. But in the very end, on part two, maybe I'll count everything. But I'm gonna have to, definitely tell you guys what my top 10 caps are in the end of all this. The ones I just absolutely cannot live without. So anyway, so I'm gonna end this one. This is part one of my Boston Scally cap collection. And I'll see you guys in the next podcast. Thanks for your support, guys. Bye bye.